So I'm going to go through possible careers you can get from studying tech graph in school. Does anybody know what a career is, first of all? Yeah?
A job?
A job, exactly. So all the subjects you do in school, they're basically to get you a job after you leave school. And tech graph isn't any different. There's lots of jobs with tech graph. So, for example, can anyone name any jobs? One of them is very, very easy. I'm doing it right now. Go for it. A teacher, exactly. Teacher's an easy one. Is there any other jobs you use tech graph for? Yes?
Maybe building.
Exactly, building. So, what's the name of a person that draws buildings? Yeah, you. An architect, exactly. So, if I want to build, say, a house to live in, or if I want to build a building, or if I want to build a bridge, I'll employ an architect. And what an architect does is they draw out the building, all the drawings, and they bring it to the builder, and then the builder knows exactly what to build. So, when you're doing technical graphics in school, you'll be using pens, pencils, rulers, and it's a nice way to learn how to draw, but it's very, very, very slow. So, an architect, how do you think they do the drawings? Yeah? That's okay. How about you?
They work by the size of the site.
Exactly, with the size of the site, but they use computer programs. So, a computer program is just basically like drawing on a computer. Has anyone here drawn on a computer?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the drawings they'll be doing on computers are slightly more advanced, so they'll be using lots of straight lines, and they'll be doing the drawings in scale. Does anyone know what in scale means? It's a difficult one. Go for it. To the right size. So exactly, so if I was to draw a building, the building is huge. So if we drew this building, it's so, so big, we couldn't fit it all on a big page. You need a very big page. Yes? That's exactly right. So it's a fraction. So fractions mean they're smaller. So imagine if you're drawing me. So I'm too big to fit on a sheet of paper. So the way you draw me is you do me as a fraction of 1:10. So I'd be 10 times smaller. So I'd fit nicely on a little page there. So you can have a drawing of me, I'd have the same length, arms and legs and everything, but I'd be 10 times smaller. So when you're in secondary school, because you'll be doing lots of drawings on paper, and when you want to read life, you'll be doing drawings on computers, what you'll use is a different kind of program. So you won't be using the one the architects use called AutoCAD. You'll be using a different one called SolidWorks. And that's more kind of helps you with, say, if you're doing woodwork as well, because you can do little models on the SolidWorks. So for instance, if you wanted to make a toy car, you can do the model on SolidWorks, and you can even make the wheels move, which is pretty cool. At the moment, we're doing a drone. Do you know what drones are? The things that fly? We're doing one of them on SolidWorks, and you can colour it in, and you can have the little spinning propellers. It's really, really, really cool. So, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to show you a drawing that's made by a real architect, and it's a drawing, obviously, of a building, but it's on plane view. So a plan view is when you're looking down on it, so you're looking directly down, so there's no roof at all. So I'm just going to see if you can tell me anything about that drawing. What can you see there? Yeah?
Like, is it two houses?
Exactly, they're two houses. So they're actually the same house from different angles. So there's an upstairs and a downstairs. Can anyone see where the walls are? What parts of the walls? Yeah? Are these the walls here? Yeah. You can even see there's doors here. And over there, what's that thing up there in the top left corner?
Stairs.
That's the stairs, exactly. So that's what the drawing looks like when an architect does it. But there's also other jobs you can do. For instance, does anyone play football? Yeah. Do you know how to make football boots?
No.
Yeah, a computer. Everything is drawn. So everything that's built is drawn. So first of all, if you were to build a car, there's a drawing done of the car, and then it's put into production, and then they make the car exactly like in the drawing. That way they can make lots of things. So even things like cereal boxes, they're all drawings first, and then they send it to the factory, and they make it exactly like in the drawing. So, I'm just going to hand out a sheet now that I got off a friend who is a civil engineer who also does drawing. Can anyone see this? It's a bit small. So I'm just going to hand this around here, and I'll see if anyone can tell me what that is. Grab it there, just pass it along. Can you see anything from that drawing? What does it look like? building, just like this one. It's a lot bigger building though. And you see, if you were to draw that with pencil, it would take a long, long, long time. After that for a second. Thank you. So I'll show the whole class. As you can see there, there's a very, very large building there in the middle. Over here is the car park. And over here is all the facilities. Do you know what that is? It's like a stadium. It's actually a university. So that's a big, big, big university. Do you know where this university is? Swansea. Do you know where Swansea is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know the football team Swansea?
Yeah.
So this is actually what the full drawing looks like. Can you see that big, big building?
Is that when
That's called the elevation. So that's looking directly into the building. So if you were to take a photograph, that would be like an elevation. And as you see, there's loads of windows and it's really big. So if you were to draw that with pencil, that would take a really long time. So that's why all the architects use computer programs, because it's much, much easier. And if you want to send 10 of them to everyone, you don't have to draw it 10 times. So it's really easy. I'm going to hand you over now to Johnny. He's going to show you his class. Thank you, guys.